it's a little weird in Arabic because in Arabic they have we have taban and nasan, just like in the Japanese they have skaretemasu and nemimasu. So it's the same thing. But the thing about Arabic is it's weird like that. Okay, I think they have like some sort of like, I don't know, like the old Iraqi kingdom stuff. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know. It's. I've seen some Japanese in Palestine before, or Chinese tourists. A lot of Asian tourists in Palestine. A lot of them. Totemo. Zettai is different. Zettai is like, I don't know. Like Zettai Wariyo.
Take the next right onto Terracina Drive, then turn right onto Magnolia Avenue.
Turn right onto Magnolia Avenue?
Take the next right onto Magnolia Avenue.
Okay. Nemui. そしてどうですか?
Continue for 1 mile.
See, yeah, same thing in Arabic. Daban, Nasan. Daban, I'm tired, I feel weak. Nasan, I'm sleepy, I want to go to bed. You can use interchangeably, but you can't use Nasan. Rather. What the fuck is wrong with my GPS? You can't use both for the same word.
In 800 feet, turn right onto 14th Street.
You can't use Nasan to say you're tired. That means you're sleepy.
Take the next
Ja'an.
right onto 14th Street.
Ana Ja'an. Whoa, what are you doing, buddy? Ja'an.
Continue for 2 miles.
Ja'an. Man, fuck off, dude. Piece of shit tried to hit me. Hey, I ran a red light, man. Fuck you, dude. Bitch, I got you on Dashcam. You tried to fucking hit me. You dumb cunt. Got you on Dashcam, bitch. Nasan. Daban. Ja'an. Angry. Zalan. What else is there? Ju'an. Some people say Ju'an. Pronunciation's different in some dialects. But from what I know, it's Ja'an. And there also is like specific words in specific dialects. For instance, in specifically Palestinian Arabic. If you want to know the person's Palestini, listen to when they say fish or yaha. Fi means there is. Ish means there isn't. I mean, is not. So, fi is a word in most Arabic dialects. Mafi is how you make it negative, but in Palestinian Arabic, you can make it negative by putting ish at the end. So, instead of saying mafi, you can go fish. And yaha is a Palestinian way of saying hada. Sorry, buddy. You can go after this car. Yaha is another way of saying hada. So when I say fishy yaha, I'm basically saying ma fi hada, ma fi hada. It's the same word. It literally is the same word, but a different dialect, aka different pronunciation. God, I fucking hate this fucking stop sign, dude. Why did they have 3 stop signs? Why do they have 2 intersections, 10, 20 feet from each other? Who thought this was a good idea? Who designed this garbage? Who's the fucking retard who built this and said, yeah, this will work? Fucking idiot, dude. I hope he gets fucking fired as a street designer, because he got no fucking soul in his head. Fucking dumbass. All he did was create more traffic. There's literally 4 stop signs within 1 block. Not stop signs, intersections. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Like, honestly. Yaha, Maha. Maha is a name. Nur is a name too. Nur means light. A lot of Arabic names are like Japanese names. They have a meaning to them. It's not like English names where you just have John Calmore or David, you know. It actually has a meaning. No. Okay, so some names are named after prophets. Like Isa. No. Those are from other languages, specifically Hebrew. So they don't have a connotation. But the names that are from Arabic words have a connotation. Like Abdul Rahman, slave of God. Wait, no. What's the word for slave again? Abid. Abid, but Abdul does mean like servant, slave. So Abdur Rahman, the Rahman comes from the word Rahman, the Rahim, most gracious, most merciful. So servant of the most gracious, Rahman, one of the 99 names of God. Because a lot of Arabic names have a religious connotation to them, or they can just have a connotation in general, like Nur, light. Maha, I don't know. What's my niece's name again? It's not, it's Ayla, I think. Ayla wa Majnun. Ayla, because it comes from the old Arabic story, Majnuna Ayla, or Ayla wa Majnun. Ayla and the psycho, or Ayla and the crazy guy. Majnun, Ayla and the crazy person. It's a story about a guy nicknamed Majnun, who falls in love with a girl named Ayla, or something, and then they separate and they never get to meet up again. So it's like he goes insane. He's trying to find this girl. He literally goes insane from the love that he has for this girl, and he literally travels in the desert looking for this girl. And in some connotations he dies alone, in others he meets his lover before they both die, and he dies in her arms, and then she dies with a bunch of wild animals surrounding her, and some like priests or some onlookers also witnessing the event. It wasn't a solitary event in that variation. I don't know, there's different retellings of it, but it's considered to be a very, very popular Arab story because of all the poetry in it. I don't know.
Take the next left onto Iowa Avenue.
There are a lot of cuss words in Arabic. Like, holy cow, my mom used to cuss at me in Arabic. That's how I learned a lot of mine, but also because my dad once cussed at me in Arabic. It was so bad that I didn't even understand what he was saying. It was like words I've never heard.
On Iowa Avenue.
He was probably saying something poetic in that sense. That's how offensive he's probably being. For me, I have no fucking clue. Like, how would I know? I don't know. I don't speak that kind of Arabic. My dad does speak, when he wants to, he can speak extremely formal Arabic. He knows it. He's Jordanian. Well, he's Palestinian too. He's lived in both countries. Yeah, I think he has Jordanian citizenship, but he has never been to Jordan since. I mean, Jordan has a king. It's one of those only countries that have a monarch still, which is weird because it was literally made as a state by the British Empire, you know. And then afterwards, when it became its own thing, they decided to have a king, which is kind of unusual because all other Arab countries usually just have a prime minister or some sort of president. But Jordan was like, nah, we're going to have a king, despite the fact that they're a democracy. I mean, they're not a democracy, but they're not necessarily a dictatorship. There's a lot of freedom and rights in Jordan as well. I mean, the government perpetuates this because the government is more democratic. The people kind of don't want it. Turn left? Yeah, I know that. Because, like, there is a lot of social issues in Jordan regarding women's rights. But this is not the government. The government has no laws stating that women can or cannot do things. It's a social expectation. It's very low in Jordan, actually. In Palestine, it's particularly higher because of the historical, view of women.
Take the next left, then your destination will be on the left.
Like, the thing about Palestinian women is that they're a lot stronger than regular women.
Your destination is on the left.
Strike, like to beat somebody, to take a stick and hit them in the head. That's the connotation with udhrub. Udhrub, to hit, strikes, beat. It's not a nice word.